A doctor pronounced a man dead at 1107 p.m. The morgue called the family at 1141 p.m. because he was sitting up and asking for a pen. He needed to write down what he saw. Samuel Green, 58 years old, massive cardiac arrest in his living room on a Thursday night. His wife performed CPR for 9 minutes. Paramedics arrived and worked on him for another 14. At 1107 p.m., he was pronounced dead at Mercy General Hospital. Time of death called. Sheik pulled over. Family notified. The body was taken to the hospital morgue at 1123 p.m. Standard protocol. The attendant logged him in and left the room. At 1141 p.m. 34 minutes after being pronounced dead, the morgue attendant heard a sound from inside the cold storage room. He opened the door and found Samuel sitting upright on the steel table, sheet around his waist, breathing normally, fully conscious. Samuel's first words were not "Where am I?" or "What happened?" He said, "I need a pen, right now, before I forget." The attendant, hands trembling, gave him a clipboard and a pen. Samuel wrote for 11 minutes straight without stopping. 4 pages, front and back. When he finished, he looked at the attendant and said, "Okay, you can call my wife now." What Samuel wrote has never been made public in full, but he shared portions with his pastor, his family, and later, his church. He described leaving his body and entering what he called a place with no walls and no end. He said the light wasn't like sunlight, it was alive. It had personality. It knew him. He said he saw thousands of people, but not as we see each other. He could feel who they were. He felt their entire lives in a single look. There was no hiding. No pretending. He said, "Imagine being fully known and fully loved at the same time. That's what heaven feels like." Then he said a figure approached him and he knew instantly it was Jesus. Not because of appearance, but because every cell in his existence recognized him the way a newborn recognizes its mother's voice. Jesus said one sentence to him, "Not yet. There are people who need to hear what you've seen." Samuel came back. He's alive today. He speaks at churches, hospitals, and recovery centers. He carries those 4 handwritten pages everywhere. He's never changed a word. You're afraid of death? Samuel says, "Don't be." Dying was the most alive I've ever been. Type death is not the end if you believe. Samuel's full testimony, every detail, is on my channel.